Hassle House. We bring you the Nerdy Manroom Show with your host, Hassle and, Hassle. As you can tell, unfortunately, Monster is not able to join us today. However, this is a special edition. It was actually a welcome surprise. It was very last minute, but we were able to score an interview with Mr. Matthew Cole, writer and creator of the Glopple. So, with that being said, we're going to dive right into this interview with me and Matthew, and you guys stick around. You're going to like this. It's very fun. It's a creator-owned project. It's an all-ages book. It's very fun. If you're a fan of your nostalgic books, Mega Man, Ninja Turtles, things of this nature, you're going to really love this. And he actually goes into character at one point for us. Something he's never done before. So, stick around, watch the interview. You're going to love it. All right, guys. So everybody here today, we have Mr. Matthew Cole, who is the writer extraordinaire. He has a new Kickstarter out that has 7 days left called the Glopple. And it's a very cool looking book. And Mr. Cole, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, David, thank you for having me, bud. I really appreciate it.
Oh, we appreciate you.
So it's been a long journey, man. Do you want to know from the beginning, or you want to know?
Take us to the genesis. Let's go. Let's see what we got.
Okay, I'll take you to the genesis. Okay, so back in 2006, let's see here, May 2006. Will already be 18 years coming up. Dadgum, that's a long time. My dad was having open heart surgery, and it was kind of a bad time, for me and my family. My dad was diabetic, and so we just didn't know if he was gonna make it out or not. He did fine. Now he's passed since with his diabetes complications, but I was sitting in the waiting room, David, and I'm like, you know what? I need to get my mind off of something, You ever need an escape, you know what I mean?
Yes, very much so.
So I love comic books. I love reading. I love 90s cartoons. If anybody knows me, I'm a 90s fanatic, okay? So my uncle, which is my mother's sister's husband, okay? He's a cartoonist and always would doodle and stuff. And he sat down beside me, in the waiting room, and he goes, you know what, Matt? Have you ever thought about doing a superhero? Is there any kind of superhero kind of deal you've ever wanted to do? Because David, I've always liked, writing. I don't draw at all. I can't draw a stick bug. And so I sat down next to him, and I just started coming up with ideas. So do you remember, I don't know how old you are, but I'll be close to 40, okay?
I'm 43, so I'm right there with you.
Okay, so my favorite 90s snack, and they still make it today, is Gushers, okay?
Oh, man, okay.
I love Gushers, man. I used to, rip it open, pour the whole thing and get all the different flavors together, So I always thought that was so cool. Like, you bite open to it. Nowadays, they suck, I think, sorry, but I don't think they're very good now. Like, there's no gush anymore, you know what I mean?
They got you addicted to it, and then they draw back.
That's it, man. So I always thought that was cool, man. So I wanted to come up with like an idea of like a snack or something, and have a hero derived from the snack. I love Frankenstein. I love Ninja Turtles.
I see your turtle van in the back. Major props there, bro.
Yeah, man. Oh yeah, I got a whole bunch of turtle stuff back there. So I was sitting there, and we're talking about, I was trying to think of something, gooey, goopy, and then the word came out, David, the magical word, and I said Glopple. It just came out, man. It just was like Glopple. I'm like, what the heck? I'm like, Glopple, what is that? And then my uncle and I were talking. I'm like, the Glopple, what can I do with that? So I was telling him what I wanted. I love blueberries. Blueberries is my favorite fruit. Okay. So I wanted to kind of mixture of blueberries in the Glopple, this Glopple goop kind of character. And he drew the Glopple. I told him how I wanted it. I told him how I wanted it to look. Now I'll show you the first self-published version of it, but he has since changed now. So this is the first self-published back in 21. Okay. This is what he looks like now for all of the kiddos and collectors know what the Glopple looks like. But so what he is, man, is he is an unlikely superhero. Okay. He is pudgy. He is goopy. He is Glopple. He is not Captain America. He is not.
So he is me, in other words. He is the everyman.
Yeah, you and I together, brother. Okay, I got a dad bod. Okay,
it will happen to the best of us.
That's right. The Glopple has a dad bod. Okay, but I wanted something, David. You know, everybody. I don't know. You got Superman. I mean, the list goes on and on and on and on and on. Did I want him to be like the Blob? Not really, no. But I wanted him to be pudgy, man. I wanted him to be different. So he's an unlikely hero, okay? The story, so that was 18 years ago. My brother and I in 2008, so we're 2006, so a couple years later, we did a self-published children's book, okay? Children's book. And he was located in a bug world, like insects and stuff. It wasn't humans or nothing, okay? And then so that's 2008. So 2006, he was created, the character. 2008, I did the self-published book with my brother, okay? And then we fast forward 13 years to 2021, okay? I was on the app Fiverr. Have you ever heard of the app Fiverr?
No, sir.
Okay, it's like a freelance app. You can buy logos and designs and stuff. Anyways, I met this guy on Fiverr. It's a huge app. If you want any kind of artwork done or anything like that, it's a really good alternative for logos and different things, okay? And a whole bunch of different things you can do. And I met this guy, and his name's Jose Chirinos. And Jose and we just became friends, man. Like I liked how he did my logo and stuff he did for me. If it was like a Twitch banner and different things, you know. Long story short, we become friends, and I give him this concept idea about doing the Glopple as a comic book. Okay. I've read comics most of my life. I love 90s cartoons, right? G.I. Joes, Thundercats, you know, all the greats, right?
You're checking all the boxes for the cool points, brother.
Come on. But I never did a comic, David. I never did one. Okay. So I hire him to do a comic that's in my brain. Okay. We've never done it before. Okay. And this book right here, this is it right here, man. This is it. This is on the Kickstarter. We just added this as an add-on. This is the first self-published Glopple comic we just added to the Kickstarter. For $25, I sell these at conventions all day and every day for $50 a piece. Okay. This is like if any of y'all know what Mirage Studios is for Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
Okay. This is what this one is for Glopple. Okay.
Okay.
So we do this comic together, and I print 1,000 of them, and we put it out there. Okay. And I get on the phone. I'm a digital marketer. You see my cowboy hat. I'm the digital marketing cowboy. That's what I'm known for. Okay. And
that's branding.
That's right. And I get on the phone, David, start calling comic book shops. Okay. Called about 150 to 200 comic book shops nationwide. 25 picked up my self-published book. Okay. Long story short, I did it myself, man. I packed them up in bundles and shipped them out in Gemini mailers and shipped them out to all these comic book shops and didn't know what was going to happen. Okay. So fast forward to, let's see here, June, I'm trying to think here. Okay, so we're in June of 2021 now, okay? No, I'm sorry. June of 2022, so follow me here, okay? Issue 1 came out in September of 2021, self-published. Issue 2 came out self-published in February of 2022, okay? Me and my wife, we love going to Fan Expo Dallas. All right. Well, I met a guy at a comic book shop, a local here in Tyler, Texas, and in Ground Zero Comics. I don't know if you're familiar with Texas or not.
No, sir.
Are you familiar with Dallas? Where Dallas is?
Yeah, I get the base points of it. I'm a Georgia guy, so
all right. Okay.
You get out to the east, I got you down.
Okay, but you're Southern boy though. Come on, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so. We Ground Zero Comics. I'm there. I do comic book collecting. I love comic books, right? And there's this guy there. His name's Michael Morrison. Michael, you ever watch this? Kudos to you, man. I appreciate you. We become friends. Anyways, I'm just talking to him. I don't know who this guy is. I shared with him. I have some copies of the Glopple in my car, and I'm talking to him about like what I love and what I do. He's like, man, let me see one. Let me see what this is all about. So I showed him. And he goes, man, have you ever heard of Comics Elite? And I don't know if you know who Comics Elite is, David, or not. But I'm going, no, I never heard of Comics Elite. So he shared about it with him. The only thing I didn't like that he shared that with me I spend a ton of money with them.
Ah.
Okay. So I love buying comics, right? Anyways, so I met the guy that does the live shows. His name's Ernie Dickmeyer, great friend of mine. Vicky is the store manager at Comics Elite. For those of you that don't know who Comics Elite is, it's a huge online seller of comics. Okay,
Yes.
They even have a physical store in Indianapolis, Indiana. Sean Hodachko, great friend of mine, is the one that owns the company. Okay, so I'm messaging Ernie in the comments on his live video and said, "Man, I would like to meet you." Blah blah blah. The Glopple, and Ernie's like, "Glopple? What the?" If you know the guy, it was kind of funny. So people are asking me in the comments, "What is Glopple?" Blah blah blah. So long story short, not to try to take too much of your time here, I go to Fan Expo Dallas in June of 2022. Okay, you follow me? After I was on their live sale talking about it, he said, bring 50 of the books, 50 of them. I always bring double. I'm a sales guy, right? I always bring double.
Absolutely.
Than what somebody tells me to do, right? So after the show, I go meet him at the show, shake his hands. Cool. We hit it off really well. He said, you know what? I'm going back to my Airbnb to do our Facebook Live. Bring these comics, and I want you to get on the live show because I think this book right here. I think this is really cool. I think, man, I just like Mega Man. I don't know if you can see his blasters or not.
It does have a very, very Mega Man vibe to it. I enjoyed it actually when I was, kind of checking into it and looking at your Kickstarter and all. I really dug that.
Kind of turtley,
Yes, very much so.
Everything that I love, right? So we go to the Airbnb, man, and sitting there, he's doing his little, spiel about, hey, welcome to live show, blah, blah, blah. And then he puts me on the show. Okay. Brother, let me tell you, he had probably like 120 viewers or something like that. I can't remember exactly how many there were. We sold out 50 books in 5 minutes.
Wow.
Boom.
That's what's up.
Sell out. Okay. He goes, man, did you bring any more? So I go back downstairs, come up with the last stack I had. Okay. Sell out 5 minutes. 100 books, guys, in 10 minutes. Okay. Like,
I'll let you know, the Glopple does grab you. I mean, just name it on, it grabs you.
Well, that and just the character, the design, and the bright
colors. Very unique and looks amazing.
That's right, very unique. And the stories all take place in the great state of Texas. Dallas, Texas is where this guy is. Okay, so come on,
tip the old hat there.
That's right. So I'll be honest, man, I was just like, what the heck? And Ernie's like, man, I need you to meet Sean. I want you to really meet Sean. So long story short, there's a whole bunch in between of all this. I meet Sean, we get on the phone together, we hit it off. He sees the Glopple, he thinks, man, this is really awesome. I really want to get this out there. So long story short, in December of 2022, the Glopple launches in Lunar, all right, which is distribution for DC Comics, now Image Comics. Yeah. It's now, I think now it's the largest distributor of comics, I believe. It's huge, right? So it goes through Legends Publishing. We launch it nationwide. In December of 2022, we sell, I think, 2,000 or 3,000 comics. I thought it did really well for
absolutely
a new publisher. Okay, and then January, we do issue number 2, and then issue number 3 in February. Okay, so December 1, January 2, and February issue number 3. Here's the cool thing. As of right now, we have sold over 8,000 Glopple comics internationally. Okay. And a lot of people, and this is why we did Kickstarter, guys, for you guys to understand, well, why are you doing Kickstarter, right? This is why I'm doing Kickstarter. Okay. Because most of those comics went to collectors, went to our age kind of people, right?
They're going to be bagged and boarded and never opened.
That's right. And a lot of guys that read it, they love it. They're like, man, this is cool. I could so see this as a 90s, cartoon or something, right? So Metal Ninja Studios, which is a collaborator with mine on this Kickstarter, okay? And I didn't really understand, again, I'm a tadpole, man. I'm a tadpole in this massive comic book industry world, okay? I'm just a guy that loves kids stuff. I love kids comics. I love, just making people happy. I love, I don't know, man. I just like putting out cool content, just really cool, unique things, right? So we're doing this Kickstarter on only 7 days left. I think we're a little bit over halfway funded. Okay, we'd
Yes.
love to fund this, guys. The reason why we did it on Kickstarter is to get more of the children involved, right? To get more of the parents that have kids that want to read comics. Because if you pull up the Kickstarter, you can see that we do coloring covers, sketch covers where they can draw their own glopple, you know. I will have to say it's been a challenge, you know, doing an all ages book on Kickstarter, and it is a little harder platform, but for kids stuff. But if you're a collector, if you love Ninja Turtles, if you love Mega Man, if you love just cool, really cool comics and love unique things, I think the Glopple's for you. You know, it's exciting.
And it's a very fun read too, because like it reads like very early Stan Lee, that just fun style, the wording, the flow of the book.
Did you just say Stan Lee, sir? Did you just say early Stan
I did.
Lee?
I mentioned you in with Stan Lee, brother.
Jeez, man.
It has that vibe to it, that flow of how the story goes and the wording.
You
And
read the digital,
you done a masterful, sir.
Did you read the digital version?
Yes, yes. I checked it out and I was like, wow, I really like this. It was fun, and it's something that a small kid can enjoy, but a young adult can also enjoy. It has that all ages. So
Yeah.
you did an amazing job. I mean, my hat's off to you, brother.
Well, I really appreciate that, man, and it means a lot hearing. You know, you said you're 43.
Yes, sir.
So it's interesting. Like I'll be 39, and I'm gonna hold that forever, right? But
I tried that for a little while. It didn't work as well for me.
It's interesting though, man, that you said that, and then I have parents that I've gone to a ton of conventions, right? And I am Glopple. I am Dr. Vinell, which is his creator, because I'm the father of these creations, right? And if you just give this a chance, right? And you read about and just it's cool art, it's a fun story, and this is my mission. This is my mission is to get kids into comics, right?
It's a great jumping on point for the younger generation.
That's right. Because here's the thing, man. If we can't get kids into comics, this isn't going to last much longer. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know,
yes.
I mean, so
I get a lot more books there's probably 80% of the books are geared towards adults, young adults, anyways.
Right.
So to see something
manga.
family friendly and at the same time interesting enough for a young adult, it's refreshing, and hey, that's great.
Yeah. And I think for the Kickstarter too, it's a special edition, by the way. This is an edition that wasn't available at direct market.
So it's not just a reprint. They're getting something that is unique and true to them.
That is correct. This is a true Kickstarter edition. There's 3 different covers. The first one is done by Jose Chirinos, cover A. It's a brand new cover, never been sold anywhere. All right. Cover B is done by Tessa Rose, which is like a watermark. She used watercolors, looks really, really cool. Never been sold in the direct market or anywhere else, online, nowhere. And then the third one, which is my favorite because I love Marvel Comics. Is a homage to Captain America #1. The Glopple is punching Dr. Vinell's lights out.
That looks really cool, actually.
Yeah, and we called it Captain Haymaker, you know. So those are 3 covers that have never been released. They're Kickstarter exclusive. Obviously, as long as we get funded, and I'm praying and I'm hoping that people are going to back this thing, and it's a really fun thing. And then it's going to be a special edition as well, where there's content that's going to be added that's never been added anywhere else, David. So,
well, let me ask you this, and I'd catch some flack from my sponsor if I didn't ask you this, because I'm actually sponsored by a comic store. Do you have a retailer's incentive? I mean, is that something that you guys have looked into, or is that not a bracket for it?
You know, can I ask you who your retailer is, or who your?
Yeah, the Zone Collectibles. They're small. They're in South Georgia shop, but I mean, the guy's got connections. He used to own a big shop in Vegas, actually.
Okay, cool, nice.
He's retiring here in the Southern life.
Okay, nice, man. That's great. Yeah, so I've been getting a ton, and if you just Google when you have time, Glopple comics. Okay, just type in the Glopple. Go to images, and you're going to see tons and tons of variants, retail exclusives, ratios. So yes, so I was with Legends Publishing. Now I own Legends Kids Publishing, which is an imprint of that company. Okay, because I needed to separate my kids line, okay, from the other adult stuff that they wanted to do. Okay,
Yeah.
So I did Legends Kids Publishing. We're going to be doing hopefully more than just Glopple, but right now my focus is 100% Glopple. Okay. We're finishing up Glopple Girl. All right, Glopple Girl, I'm hoping will be either slated late this year or early next year. Okay.
Please tell me it's going to have like Bride of Frankenstein vibes.
Okay, say that again. I'm sorry.
Please tell me it's going to kind of have some Bride of Frankenstein vibes.
Well, okay, so no. So that's a great question, and I wish I had something for you. So Glopple Girl is actually an actual human. Her name is Natalie Harris, and she's an African-American girl. She's a teenager, and her story, man, I'm telling you what, Murphy, if you know who Murphy is, she has been, she used to be part of Merc magazine, okay? Murphy did Catfight. She did, Miss Meow, okay? Miss Meow she did. She's the writer of Glopple Girl, okay? And she did an absolute phenomenal job because here's the thing, man. I wanted to capture the boys, right? But you can't forget the girls, okay? So Natalie comes in at the end of issue 2 of Glopple issue 2, and she saves the day. She helps the Glopple when he was in most need, okay? And then her first full appearance is in Glopple issue number 3, okay? But in Glopple issue number 1, you said Frankenstein. I love Frankenstein. It's my favorite monster, universal monster, okay? And so, like I said, issue number 1, Dr. Vinell is a dean of students at a local Dallas university. He's extremely smart, David, extremely smart, okay? But he has a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde vibe, okay?
Yeah.
So he has these split personalities. He's like this really business dean of a university, right? Well, he's also a mad scientist. He has a master's degree in chemistry, okay? He's just like, he wants this rule the world, perspective on him. So he goes and wants to create.
I mean, who doesn't want to rule the world? I mean, come on.
That's right. Yeah, come on. So he goes to his laboratory and wants to develop a snack for kids where they would love it to eat and all this kind of stuff. So he develops a snack called blueberry glopples. Okay, it's like a bigger blueberry. It's jiggly, it's goopy, and kids love it, right? But it wasn't enough for him. He was making money hand over fist. He was like, all these kids love the freaking snack. But guess what? It's not good enough for the guy, right?
What is wealth if you don't rule the world? I mean, come on.
That's exactly right, man. So he goes back to his laboratory, which is underneath the Blueberry Glopple shop in Dallas, Texas. And he goes, you know what? I'm going to make it better, right? So just imagine, okay? I'm going to go into character for you, okay? I've never done this on any video, so this is only
exclusive, people.
Man Room. This is exclusive for the Nerdy Man Room, okay? I said that right, didn't I?
Okay. You did. Thank you.
Okay. All right. I need to create something better. It's not enough. So he's pouring stuff in, right? He's pouring stuff in, right? He's pouring chemicals and different fruits and all this kind of stuff, blueberries, blah, 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 right? So he's pouring it in. He's like, all right, this is it. We got it now. Kaboom! It blows up. The walls are shaking. There's fog. There's a mess everywhere. And then at the end, with a dim light, okay, is shining down on this newly formed creature that is standing before him. And so the first thing he thinks of, you will be the Glopple, and I'm your master. I'm not going to tell you anymore. Okay, the end.
While you're still in character, just hit us with one, it's alive.
Do what?
While you're still in character, just hit us with one, it's alive.
It's alive? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
I am your master. It's alive!
So you've seen it here first, people.
Right here. So, yeah, man. So he looks at this creation and he goes, man, now I can rule the world. And now I have something better than snacks. Forget the snack. Okay? Now I can have this creature obey me and do my evil bidding. So, this guy right here, he has to make an ultimate decision. Do I listen to my father, my master, or do I become an unlikely hero that rises up to find my purpose. That's what it's about, David.
Man, you don't get much better than that. Man,
I
I love it. It was very fun when I was looking through it today. I enjoyed it. Like I said, it's something I would like to get my little gremlin and read with him, and get him into comics as well, because he loves this sort of stuff as well.
How old is your kid?
He's about to be 5, and he'll be 5 in June. So
awesome.
He's at a perfect age for something like this right here.
Especially, David, if you do the voice and you get into it, and you're like,
yeah, you done inspired me. I know what the doctor sounds like now. So now I got some tall shoes to fill with that right here.
But David, like you said, man, it's if you love cool comics, if you want your kid to read some cool stuff, they don't have to worry about what's in it. This is clean, family oriented.
It is very much so.
There's no. I'm going to say it, brother. I hope I don't get in trouble, but there's no agenda. Okay, it's just cool, clean, fun, original stories, man, that I want to share with the world, and we have. But through this Kickstarter, I really want to get parents. I really want to get parents back in this project for these kids, where they can, I go to conventions, like I told you, and I'll have a line of children lined up, right? And they get a hold of it, and they're reading it, and the papers are ripping, and I'm a collector. I'm like, oh crap! But you know what? That's what it's about, bro.
Yeah.
It's about these kids ripping the pages like we did when we were 5 and 6 and 7.
Fold them up and put them in your back pocket, walking across town because you don't know any better.
You remember back in the Marvel days where you had to sign, that little subscription paper? I want these comics, and they would fold the comics in half and mail them to you.
Yeah, like literally. I was talking with my co-host Monster the other day. I was like, we're in a very small town, or I am. He's in Ohio now. He escaped, but we didn't have a comic shop. So what you had to do is you literally brought them off a newsstand at the drugstore or the convenience store or the grocery store. The grocery store typically had the best variety, and there was one convenience store in town that was like where it was at. They had your variety there, but that was how we got our books back in the day. And it could also be very inconsistent if you were a collector wanting each issue. They may not have it the next month, or it may sell out before you get there.
That's right. But dude, that's what made the collecting, that's what made comics what they are today, man. It's all of those children picking their boogers, licking their fingers.
The page 8 and 9 are stuck together.
Exactly, though. They're just ripping it apart, and that's what made comics great. Okay, it's not just, hey, listen, wait a minute. I do have if I can get this out real quick, I'm going to show you this real quick. I have a huge collector's market, okay? Huge. And I'm going to be doing exclusive covers. I've got a banger of a cover coming out. This is for the adult collectors coming out, okay? I'm not showing you that, but I'm going to show you something else we just came out with a couple months ago that sold out in a matter of minutes, man. It was crazy how fast it sold out. But if you know anything about Ninja Turtles, okay, this is a homage to Raphael #1, okay? Remember that homage?
Right there. I do. That is badass. So
this is really cool. This is the Glopple, obviously, and this is Dr. Vinyl over here. But if you can see, it's up top. I'm sorry, it's up top. Can you see that? It's numbered.
Oh, 1 of 25.
Yeah, 1 of 25. So we're doing. You asked about retailers. Absolutely, we do retailer exclusives. We do a whole bunch for the collector. Because, dude, like, people love. I'm telling you, brother. I've sold thousands of them. People love the Glopple. They love the character design. They relate to it, man. They just relate to it. So we did. I did a National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, which freaking, it sold out in like minutes. It was crazy.
I would imagine.
I've been doing these super limited, covers for limited to 50, stuff like that. But that's for the collector. For the kids and for people that want to read it, get on this Kickstarter, okay? I believe we have 7 days left. The best value for your money is the collector's kit. It's only $50. It comes with all the covers, comes with a really cool bag. It comes with a little print. It comes with some stickers for your kids. And check out the coloring book covers too, man, where they can color.
So it has something for the parent as well as the child. It's a combo. Right. This is a family pack, people.
That's right. It's a family package.
Well, we appreciate the hell out of you being here today. We appreciate your time. You got anything you would like to plug other than the Glopple that you have going on? I know you said that that's your main focus right now, but obviously there's Glopple Girl. Is there anything else that you guys would like to get out there and tell our listeners where they can find you at?
Sure, yeah. So find me on Facebook at Real Matt Cole with the blue check mark. You'll see that I am verified because I did that just so people, there's copy accounts all the time, right?
Unfortunately.
Also, you can find Legends Kids Publishing on Facebook as well, okay? Guys, I'm telling you right now, all right? My vision is huge, okay? And I've already surpassed what I wanted to do, okay? Check out the Kickstarter, support this awesome book, okay? And I'm telling you guys, I'm not going to stop. Listen to me, David, here, until this sucker's on the big screen, okay? I truly believe.
What's up?
I truly believe, guys, this could be the next big thing. And I've already surpassed my expectations. Be looking out for our really cool, super limited collector comics coming out very soon. I'm going to start coughing. But yeah, man. And here's my theme. This is what I tell everybody. Anyone can be a hero, even you. Doesn't matter who you are, what you identify as. If you're a boy or girl, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You can be a hero to someone around you. If it's just somebody sitting at the lunch table at school by themselves, you can go be a friend to them. You can be their hero that day. Okay. So remember my motto. I say this, and it's on the Captain Haymaker cover. Me and my cowboy hat. There's a little bubble, and it says, "Anyone can be a hero, even you."
As in Stan Lee vibes, once again, people, you're seeing it right here. Well, Mr. Matthew Cole, we appreciate the hell out of you being here today. It's very fun talking to you. Look forward to talking to you further in the future, and good luck on your Kickstarter, man.
Thanks, man. I appreciate you so much. Check it out for your little boy.
I will definitely have to do so.
All right, man. Thank you.
Thank you. So there you have it, folks. There's our exclusive interview with Mr. Matthew Cole, writer and creator of The Glopple. He has 7 days left on his Kickstarter. He's at a little over halfway. Go help him out. Show him some love. If you are a fan of the Ninja Turtles, if you're a fan of Mega Man, just all-age fun books. And like I said, I'm not blowing smoke. It reads very Stan Lee-esque. If you love that old-school style of writing, you're going to love this book. And hell, he went into character for us, folks. Come on, man. Show that guy some love. He is cool as hell. Check him out on Facebook. Working Monster for the Working Man. Since Monster's not here, we'll have Monster. But that being said, go show him some love. And while you're out there showing love to people, why don't you go show our sponsor, The Zone Collectibles, 305 Main Street, Tifton, Georgia, where they can hit you up with all your nerdy needs, where they support fandoms unity through community. Go check them out on Spotlight Media as well, because we're there. So yeah, go check them out. Fire TV and Roku TV. While you're at it, go show some love to our other extended family members, Geek Network Media, as well as our newest home and family members, Metal Ninja Studios. And while you're sharing love, you should be showing us a little love. Like, subscribe, share the channel, hit the bell so that you always get the updates when we drop new content. You can find us on Facebook at Hassel Hutchison. You can find us on Instagram, Nerdy Manroom Show. You can find us on Twitter or X at nerdy.mr show. And then you can find us also on the TikTok, where it's the.nerdy.manroom. I don't know why it's all the fucking dots, people. I didn't make it that way. It's what they give me. It is what it is. But we do a lot of fun shit over there as well. If you check the Instagram out and the Twitter, as well as Facebook, I did just put up the 3rd round of March Mega Madness. Yeah! So it's up there for voting. Go vote. This will be our 3rd round where this will see who gets into the semifinals and the finals. So hopefully we can wrap this thing up. And it's like I said, it's like Captain Planet. The power is yours, people. Go out there and vote. You need to do the same thing in November as well. Not getting political, just saying. Go fucking vote. It's your voice. So with that being said, and last, but certainly not least, go show our boy Big Rob of Big Rob's House of Entertainment and no Chinese food some love. Because if you don't show him some love, we're going to be upset about it. Or he might be upset. But somebody will be upset. Either way. So, until then, enjoy the Glopple. Support the campaign. So,